with the 10th anniversary Part 2 banners officially in game, we do have just super exciting times ahead of us for the next few weeks still. And along with that, the Part 1 banners are also still available. They don't have the special animation there, unfortunately, but I've had a lot of people ask me questions about what characters should you buy with red coins. Beast Gohan's back, and Broly's back. There's a lot of good options available, and I know a lot of people want to know, what exactly you should do with your red coin option. So we're gonna go ahead and we're just gonna take a look at every single character in the red coin shop, and that also will include the super easy A's too. And we can kind of judge based off of what will be available. We'll also look at the Teal coin shop too. So I think we'll start things off first with what's available in the red coin shop. And I think one of the better highlighted characters here is Int's legendary Super Saiyan Broly. Now this guy, of course, Dokkan awakens into LR legendary Super Saiyan Broly, and this character is a sight to behold. Make it quick. Is he worth your red stones or red coins? Yes, he definitely is worth your red coins, but you want to make sure you have a really good uncontrollable power setup. Now, the uncontrollable power team is what makes this guy run. Without uncontrollable power, he's not nearly as good as he could be. He essentially has an active skill where you use your domain, and that makes your entire uncontrollable power team a lot stronger, but you essentially want a full turn of all uncontrollable power characters. You could also get it against a Goku family enemy, so maybe there could be some leeway in certain fights, but most of the time you want to make sure you're consistently getting this domain skill off, as he does only get his guard ability with that, and that again changed him from being kind of a little bit of a loser, just a teeny bit of a loser, to like, oh, he's a really good slot 1 character for you, right? And there's been a lot of really good uncontrollable power characters. We have the Super Saiyan 4 Goku that just came out. If you summon for Tech Buhan, Int Broly, Tech Broly, who is available for 2 coins right now. If you summon on the Carnival banner, you could have gone this guy. This Majin Buu is also really good, right? I mean, if we scroll down, we can start getting to some easy A's, but I think it'll be better to show y'all uncontrollable power from this screen right about here. And if you take a look here, I mean, super easy A's, easy A for this guy. Like, there's a lot of easy A characters that fit this team and are doing really well. So I think in Broly, if you have the team for him, he's gonna be really, really great for your account. And I do think that he's one of the better characters for the battle hardened foes fights. So if you're struggling in that fight, you could potentially do really well with a Broly team. Next, we have LR Beast Gohan, and this guy has aged incredibly well. Again, another character where it's like, is he worth the red coins? Yes, I would say very freely he's probably the character that's worth the most for your red coins, right? Like, if you're looking like, oh, what character am I gonna grab with the red coins? It's this guy. The 10th anniversary LRs will return with red coins in terms of the Gogeta Vegito. That's going to be in like 6 months from now, all the way in July. So you're not gonna have to worry about building up your red coins or saving your stones or anything like that, because of the fact that you could get them later on during the year, and it's going to be a long time before they return anyways, and they would even be available with red coins as an option. So I think this guy for a very long time is probably going to be the best option for red coins. I mean, is there, like, if we think back to worldwide, it is pretty much just that in Broly would arguably be the second best option. So this guy is a very safe choice. I mean, he's on so many good teams, just so many powerful teams. His own team, the superhero category team, is still very arguably strong. This guy is just really good in all the difficult content. If you have the new Vegito team especially, this character is able to demolish. If you have the new team for the Super Saiyan 2 Gohan, you want to run full power, this guy is also really good there. This character is on the Goku Frieza team, Battle of Fate, so you could just continue to talk. He keeps getting tons and tons of 220% leader skills, which he's all applicable on. This guy is just absolutely incredible. Really, really, really good character. Next, we have Fusion Zamasu. I'm gonna say no to this guy. He is a decent option, but in terms of these limited red coins that you get from summoning, definitely not worth going ahead and grabbing him. Next, we have GT Duo. Again, not really worth grabbing them either. They should be available on the next anniversary banners as well, and they'll likely EZA in about a year and a week from now, right? You know, basically a year after the 7th anniversary characters EZA will be when we see this guy get their Extreme Z Awakening. Not that they're bad right now, they're actually still pretty decent, but I think that their time will come. Now, this character could potentially be a good option. We don't know what they're gonna EZA into, so if you really aren't interested in the LR gods as an option, because maybe you just like them aesthetically, I would wait for their Extreme Z Awakening. I don't know, maybe they'll get like a target skill mechanic like added to their passive when they first transform. Imagine like you transform into the LR gods and they basically have the physical Gogeta blue target skill mechanic in their passive just from turn 1. Like imagine their first transform turn is guaranteed dodge and then all attacks are towards them. They could do some crazy stuff like that if they really wanted to, but we don't know. They could be like not as good as I'm saying. They could be even better if they wanted to, who knows. But this character is a character you want to wait on and wait and see. AWI Goku, if you have like all these other characters and you're like, I really want this guy, he's worth your red coins. I think he's one of the better characters in the game. His turn 1 guaranteed dodge is going to be extremely effective in the battle hardened foes fights and even in red zone. This guy is a very dependable character. I just find myself like anytime I could run a team with this guy on it, I will. Every time I can get this guy on a team, he will be one of the better options for me. And considering that his main defensive mechanic is dodge, while it may not be completely consistent in every situation, you will be able to use this guy in a very long time from now. He also does have a team protector ability with the revive skill, so it's not a bad option either. UI Goku. Tech Gogeta. I think this guy is a good option if you really want a pairing with the Super Gogeta. Personally, while I do think that this character is worth it, I feel like you could probably also avoid them at the same time. It's kind of like similar to Goku though, like where it's like if you don't have this character but you have like all these other characters, you could definitely grab this guy. But this is also thinking about them like for 55%. I would say like UI Goku is more set up at 55% with than what this character is doing. They'll still be good though. If you want to grab them with red coins, I think they're definitely a really good option still. I just think, you know, if it's them versus Beast, right? For sure. If it's UI Goku versus Beast, even obviously you would go for Beast. But I like this character a lot. I think they're very powerful. Once you fuse into Super Gogeta, this guy is absurd. He also just got his 220% with the new Gogeta. So, I mean, actually, he was already... Was he not already on the 220% for... I don't believe he was on the 220% for the Vegito. No, because he wasn't on Potara or Earthbird Fighter. So, now this guy has a 220% leader skill. I think he'll be able to be quite dominant over there. So, that's really, really good. So, yeah. Keep in mind that these characters are very old at this point, too. So, they'll be on a lot of different banners. Full Power Frieza, I'm gonna say no. This character is a good guy, like I will say good guy, but I didn't want to give the impression that he's like, you know what I mean. This is a good character, but he does want more setup and more help, and I think that he'll be probably returning a lot of banners over the next few years. Anyways, I don't think he's a character that's worth your immediate red coins. Now we can talk about the Super EZAs because these guys are pretty cheap. Is Buhan worth 150 red coins? Yes. If you're like at 300 red coins and you're like, should I just grab this guy? I'm not going to be able to build up red coins for Beast. Yes. If you're running even uncontrollable power, demonic power, you know, extreme class Majin Buu Saga, like this guy is dominant in the end game content and he will like, it's really dumb how good they actually made this character. I don't know why they made him as good as they did, but they did. So, you know, it is what it is. Esther, Gogeta, and Janemba, and then we'll talk about Ijo, Vegito. I think they're in the same tier of they're not bad options. If you really want them, you can get them. But yeah, I would say even with Texel, I wouldn't really recommend though. Like it's only if you really, really badly want them, because these characters are usually available with redstones, and these redstones are completely free. If you scroll all the way down here, you can see that all those characters are available. Texel is available for free. Gogeta, Janemba, and they're even already Dokkan Awakened, Buhan. So I would say it's definitely best to just, you know, except for Buhan. I think Buhan is the one that I would say, yeah, you can grab with red coins. The Buhan is like a top 10 unit in the game still. He's so silly. But yeah. Now we get to these characters. Super Saiyan Trio. Can you grab them with coins? Yeah, I think you could definitely grab this character with coins. They have a pretty good team still. I think a lot of these new anniversary units fit their leader skill very well. They might give you a little bit of trouble in a lot of situations, but I think this is still overall a good character. And I think that they're definitely worth red coins. Honestly, the rest of these characters, I would say probably not. I mean, yeah, like I wouldn't really grab Namek Goku or Blue Evolution here. These guys are, again, a question of maybe. We'll see what their EZA is going to be like. And if they're like top 5 in the game, then they would obviously be red coin worthy. Their leader skill could also potentially be really strong. GT Heroes Street Fighter and then Kamehameha, like that might become like 220%. And if they do make it to 20%, that was where things are going to get really crazy. So we'll see what happens. Now we have the Carnival banner. And with these Carnival coins, I think that we can go ahead and talk about Tech LR Broly. Is this character worth your Carnival coins? Absolutely yes. Yes, 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 yes. This is honestly, I would say by far the best Carnival coin character in the game, right? I would say this guy is better than the Super Saiyan 2 Gohan and the Frieza that just came out. Like this character, he doesn't have anything where I'm looking at him like, oh yeah, I wish I had this, or I wish he did this, or maybe if he did this, you know, like no, I can't poke holes into this guy's kit. I think he's just too good, man. This guy is just, he's a silly character, even at 55%. Like he's not dupe brilliant either. Amazing character. I think that, yeah, no, he's crazy. I'm considering just using my Carnival coins and just rainbowing him, maybe. We'll see. That could be really funny. Blue Gogeta, is he worth your Carnival coins? I would say if you really want him, you could definitely make the argument for it. Compared to other Carnival coins on this list, not really necessarily the craziest ever. But if you're able to get this guy in a fight that lasts to turn 7 and you get his target skill up, it is guaranteed dodge for that turn. He will attack the enemy, and he's just going to be cooking really well on that turn. He could be a little bit dangerous to use early on, especially at 3 dupe, but you could definitely get away with this guy. He's also a Rainbow Orb Changer, which we definitely love to see. LR Future Gohan, at this point, I would say not really a great idea to grab him with red coin, with Carnival coins. At the same time, though, he is aging very well. 80% reduction for the first 5 turns of the fight, essentially. It's very hard for this guy to be the reason that you would lose, is all I'm gonna say. But yeah, everyone else, I don't know, like there's one more character to talk about, but like LR Janemba is good, but I don't think I would go on my way to grab him with Carnival coins. He's an older LR and he's gonna always be unfeatured on a lot of these banners, right? Unlike Dokkanfest, which are only featured on certain banners, like a lot of these yellow coin LRs, not really available. For this Super Saiyan Gohan, I think this guy is definitely a good choice with Carnival coins. He may like be starting to not quote unquote age out, but he may be in a more desperate spot because his big thing was this family Kamehameha that just one-shot bosses. At this point, it may have trouble one-shotting bosses. That was his whole big thing. So if you get this guy free dupe, I mean, he'll still crit on the active skill, obviously, because I believe his standby skill does allow him to go ahead and get just a guaranteed crit on it. I believe so. Let me actually double look here. It's not a guaranteed crit, actually. It's super effective, though. It is super effective against all types. So, yeah, that's really it, though. I mean, still a really good option. He's invincible, basically, in this form, too. So, I think this Gohan is 100% worth your red coins. I keep saying red coins. I'm so stupid. Your teal coins. Ah, your carnival coins, man. Gammas. I wouldn't say, like, they're good overall. But I don't think they're carnival coin worthy at this point. Like, it's hard to say that. I mean, they're good. If you really want them, you could definitely make the case. But I feel like there's just better standbys now is really the biggest thing about this character. Like, literally, if you got this guy standby out, you can't standby with these guys, right? And if you're running them on some team together. And that could be an issue. But they'll still be useful if you do end up deciding to grab them. I just wouldn't really recommend compared to other characters. But that's pretty much everyone there. So, I mean, top 3 picks is pretty much just Beast Gohan, Int Broly, and Tech Broly. So, let me know who you guys are going to decide to get with your red coins. If you're going to go ahead and wait. Thanks y'all for watching. And I'll catch you guys in the next video. Peace out.